Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so got the Lakers and the Kings tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, also known as 7:15, basically 7:20, somewhere around there. Um, Actually, this game is in Sacramento, so scratch that. I thought this game was in Los Angeles. Up until this very second, I thought this game was in Los Angeles. It is in Sacramento. They're going to be lighting the beam tonight if they win, so we better be ready for that. Okay, so that changes some things. I really thought this was a home game. All right, so yeah, the Los Angeles Lakers on the road in Sacramento to place a game against the Kings tomorrow. We have to come back here to LA to play the Hawks, which is gonna be a little tricky for me because I have a doctor's appointment in the morning, as most of you already know. So I'm gonna try to. I may do the video today. The doctor's appointment is early in the morning, so for all I know, I'll be back here by the time I would record the video anyway. It's like what 12:26. The appointment is like 8:30. So I don't know what all this has to be done tomorrow, so it's going to be kind of tricky. I may try to do the video tonight, depending on how I feel. If not, I'll just do the video whenever I can. Maybe even do it at the hospital. I don't know. But the appointment's early, so I'm getting out early. You guys get the point. But tonight should be a go. This video obviously in place, and I should have all the other stuff tonight. I'll make sure I do it. So yeah, the Kings, man, they've been losing games, but they did get a victory last night against the Rockets. My Uncle Merle was actually at that basketball game. Shout out to Uncle Merle. But the Kings broke a 7-game losing streak in that situation. So we're going to go back a few games. We just saw them on the 28th of December. We beat them 125-101. And to be honest with you, that sparked a losing streak that barely stopped last night. They were on a 7-game losing streak, as already mentioned. And I actually did homework on 6 of their games because I miscounted, basically. So I actually go as far back as to the Celtics game. And so I don't do homework without it being for a purpose. So we're going to cover 6 games. Bear with me. If you hate it, I don't care. I didn't watch that crap for nothing. All right, so the Boston Celtics beat the Sacramento Kings 120-106. And the Sacramento Kings, we'll get straight into the team stats, shot 47%, 40 of 83. Celtics shot 51%, 44 of 87 from the field. From the three-point line, of course, the Celtics launched 41 threes. 17 of them were hit, 41%. And the Kings shot 36 threes, hit 12 of them for 33%. Kings were 14 of 15 from the free throw line for 93%. The Celtics were 15 of 18 from the line, 83%. Rebounding total, 40 for the Celtics, 32 for the Kings. 5 offensive boards for the Celtics, 8 for the Kings. 25 assists for the Celtics, 29 for the Kings. 8 steals for the Celtics, 7 steals for the Kings. 6 blocks for the Celtics, 2 for the Kings. 13 turnovers for the Celtics, 11 points conceded off of those. 9 turnovers for the Kings, 9 points conceded off of those. 11 fast break points for the Kings, 9 for the Celtics. 50 points in the paint for the Celtics, 40 for the Kings. 14 was the largest lead of the game for the Celtics. 8 was for the Kings. The Celtics led 37% of the time. Kings led 51% of the time and still got blown out because they are the Kings. All right, so basically Jaylen Brown went for 29 points and 10 rebounds, and they had 6 players in double figures. Yeah, that's how that went for the Celtics, and we'll get into the Kings stats. Precious Achiuwa, 22 minutes, 14 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 turnover, 1 block, -7 for Precious Achiuwa. Keegan Murray, 38 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 13 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3 outs, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 1 offensive board, -7 for Keegan Murray. Max Renaud, 35 minutes, 12 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 offensive boards, -4 for Max Renaud. Westbrook, 27 minutes, 10 points, 3 of 11 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3 outs, 2 of 2 from the line, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 turnovers, -14. He had an offensive board as well. DeMar DeRozan, 35 minutes, 25 points, 9 of 16 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 6 of 6 from the line, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, -13. He had an offensive board in 35 minutes. Devin Eubanks, 7 minutes, 4 points. He hit both his field goals, 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 1 offensive board, -4 for Eubanks. DS, 28 minutes, 18 points, 7 of 12 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3, 1 of 1 from the line, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 turnovers, -5 for Schroeder. Malik Monk, 6 minutes, 0 of 2 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 1 assist, -2 for Monk. Keon Ellis, 27 minutes, 16 points, 6 of 10 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, -6 for Ellis. And Nick Clifford, 16 minutes, 0 of 2 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 3 steals, 2 offensive boards, -8. No points for Nick Clifford. And that is exactly how it went for the Kings. Just a couple cold players going up against a team that shoots much better from behind the arc than they do. And the Celtics didn't have any problem with the Kings. Of course, no one would expect they would. And we move on to the next game, which was a 129-102 loss to the Phoenix Suns in Phoenix. And we'll get into team stats, try to push through this since we have 6 games to cover. All right, so the Kings, 35 of 85 from the field, 41%, 49 of 87 for the Suns, 56% from the field, 10 of 28 for the Kings from 3, 36%, 8 of 31 for the Suns, 26%. 23 of 28 from the free throw line for the Suns, that's 82%, and 22 of 32 for the Kings, that's 69%. They're missing free throws, that'll do it to you. 42 rebounds for both squads, 14 offensive boards for the Kings, 7 for the Suns, 20 assists for the Kings, 23 for the Suns, 6 steals for the Kings, 16 for the Suns, 3 blocks for the Kings, 9 for the Suns, 21 turnovers for the Kings, 23 points conceded off of those, 12 turnovers for the Suns, 13 points conceded off of those, 18 fast break points for the Suns to the Kings, 9, 66 points in the paint for the Suns to the Kings, 44. The Kings had a lead of 6, and the largest lead for the Suns was 28. Suns led 82% of the times, Kings 13. All right. So, Precious Achiuwa had 19 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 8 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 3 offensive boards, -12 for Precious. Bad shooting. Keegan Murray, 33 minutes, 23 points, 9 of 17 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 9 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 offensive boards, -23 for Keegan Murray. Max Renaud, 25 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 0 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 offensive board, -19 for Max Renaud. Russell Westbrook, 26 minutes, 17 points, 6 of 12 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 4 of 5 from the line, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, 6 offensive boards, -11 for Russell Westbrook. DeMar DeRozan, 30 minutes, 13 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 5 of 6 from the line, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, -12 for DeMar. Doug McBucket, 16 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 5 from both the 3 and field, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, -13 for Doug McDermott. Devin Eubanks, 10 minutes, 8 points, 2 of 2 from the field, 4 of 5 from the line, 2 rebounds, 1 offensive board, -2 for Eubanks. Dennis Schroeder, 24 minutes, 16 points, 12 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, -15 for DS. Devin Carter had 5 minutes, missed his only field goal, had a board, 1 offensive board to be exact, -3 for DC. Keon Ellis, 35 minutes, 14 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 2 blocks, 1 steal, -19 for Keon Ellis. And Nick Clifford at 19 minutes, he had 3 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line, 2 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 1 assist, -6 for Nick Clifford. So Devin Booker had 33 points. Bouye continues to impress with 12 points off the bench. Iguodala had 15 off the bench. Dylan Brooks had 18 on pretty solid shooting. Gillespie 15. That's pretty much all you care about. Mark Williams had 15 and 9. Very efficient game for Mark Williams as usual. Yeah. Very easy game for the Suns. Kicked around the lowly Kings as they were continuing to go on a very bad stretch that would stretch even further. And let's see who they played next. As I clicked on the wrong team there. Bear with me. Sacramento Kings is what we want, not the Suns. All right. They played against the Bucks, of whom we just lost to. 115-98 was the score. I'm pretty sure we covered this game already, but we'll cover it from the Bucks perspective, or rather the Kings perspective, as we already did the Bucks. So the Bucks shot 45% from the field, 39 of 87. The Kings shot 43% from the field, 34 of 80. I don't know what I'm looking at. 10 of 37 for the Bucks from the 3 for 27%. 5 of 25 for the Kings for 20%. I remember this game now. The Bucks shot 27 of 30 from the free throw line, 90%. The Kings shot 25 of 32 for 78% from the free throw line. 48 boards for the Bucks, 38 for the Kings. 12 offensive boards for the Bucks, 6 for the Kings. 23 assists for the Bucks, 17 for the Kings. 4 steals for the Bucks, 10 steals for the Kings. 2 blocks for the Bucks, 7 blocks for the Kings. 13 turnovers for the Bucks, 15 points conceded off of those. 10 turnovers for the Kings, 8 points conceded off of those. 15 fast break points for the Bucks, 23 for the Kings. 48 points in the paint for the Bucks, 42 for the Kings. Largest lead of the game for the Bucks, 26, and for the Kings it was 5. 89% of the time the Bucks led, 8% of the time the Kings led. So this was the game where the Kings shot so poorly from behind the arc that even getting 17 stocks didn't save them from a blowout loss. This game stood out because it was very strange in the box score. To look at it from the Kings stats now, let's see. Precious Achiuwa, 15 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, minus 13 for Precious. Keegan Murray, 27 minutes, 12 points, 6 of 13 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 3 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 2 blocks, minus 16 for Keegan Murray. Max Ronaldo, 24 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 8 rebounds. He was 0 of 1 from 3 as well. 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 offensive boards, minus 22 for Max Ronaldo. Russell Westbrook, 38 minutes, 21 points, 5 of 16 from the field, 1 of 8 from 3, 10 of 12 from the line, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, 4 steals, 3 blocks, 1 offensive board, minus 11. Yeah, Russell had a heck of a game, but bad shooting from the 3 and the field. DeMar DeRozan, 29 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 3 of 7 from the line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, minus 22. He's really cooled off. He's not looking his best right now. Devin Eubanks, 21 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 4 rebounds, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, 1 offensive board, plus 7 for Eubanks. Dennis Schroeder, 26 minutes, 13 points, 3 of 9 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 5 of 5 from the line, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 1 offensive board, plus 2 for DS. Zach LaVine, 36 minutes, 20 points, 6 of 12 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 6 of 6 from the line, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers, minus 6 for Zach LaVine. Keon Ellis, 5 minutes, 0 of 1 from both the 3 and field, 2 rebounds, 1 offensive board, minus 9 for Ellis. And Nick Clifford, 19 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, plus 5 for Nick Clifford. What did Giannis have? Giannis walked away with 37 and 11. And if you care about the stats of this game, you just go back and look at the pregame video for the Bucks game we just played, and you can hear me run off all the stats of this game. We're going to move on. The Sacramento Kings, yeah, they can't shoot. That's what it really came down to. They cannot shoot. So the next game was a loss, a tough heartbreaker against the Dallas Mavericks in Sacramento. Dallas got the victory 198, and we'll get straight into the team stats. So the Kings shot 42% from the field, 39 of 92. The Mavs 39 of 96 for 41% from field. From the 3, 9 of 31 for the Kings, 29%. 8 of 27 for the Mavs, 30% from 3. From the free throw line, 14 of 21 for the Mavs, 67%. 11 of 17 for the Kings, 65%. The Mavs had 55 boards. The Kings had 43. 15 offensive boards for the Mavs, 8 for the Kings. 19 assists for the Mavs, 23 for the Kings, 6 steals for the Mavs, 11 for the Kings, 3 blocks for the Mavs, 6 for the Kings, 17 turnovers for the Mavs, 19 points conceded off of those, 13 turnovers for the Kings, 19 points also conceded there. Fast break points, 30 for the Kings, 19 for the Mavs, 50 points in the paint for the Kings, 58 for the Mavs. Large lead of the game for the Kings was 12. Large lead of the game for the Mavs was 2, and they won by 2. Kings led this game for 90% of the time, and the Kings lost the game, having conceded only 4% there to the Mavericks. So basically, the Mavericks won at the end. They didn't have to lead the whole game. Kings just blew it at the end. That was it. That's good to know. That is very good to know. Anthony Davis, who was still playing at the time, obviously had 19 points and 16 boards, 2 blocks. Get well soon, AD. And Cooper Flagg had 20 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. He's continuing to push forward. Brandon Williams had 18 off the bench. Max Christie shot poorly. And that was the story for the Mavs. For the Kings, Precious Achiuwa had 22 minutes, 9 points, 4 of 7 from the field. He also had 9 boards, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 offensive board, 1 turnover, a +4 for Precious. Max Renaud, 35 minutes, 14 points, 6 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 2 offensive boards, -6. Excellent shooting there. Russell Westbrook, 31 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 15 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3, 2 of 4 from the line, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, +1. Horrible shooting there. DeMar DeRozan, 37 minutes, 21 points, 8 of 18 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 turnover, 1 block, 1 offensive board, +2. He filled up the box score for real. Zach LaVine, 37 minutes, 20 points, 8 of 19 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, hit both his free throws, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 block, +3 for Zach LaVine. Doug McDermott, 5 minutes, 0 of 2 from both the 3 and field, -5. Is it Dylan Cardwell? I'd love to know. What's that dude's first name? I really like this player, by the way. Yeah, it's Dylan. I had it right. Dylan Cardwell out of Auburn. Yeah. 11 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 4 from the field. He had 9 rebounds, 1 assist. What else? Click that here for do its thing. I don't know why it's frozen. This thing is tripping. He had 1 turnover, 1 block, 3 offensive boards, +7 for Cardwell. On only 11 minutes, he pulled down 9 boards, man. That is an impressive basketball player, y'all. I don't know if anybody's paying attention. I've been calling this out since we've been playing the Kings a lot lately. Dylan Caldwell is the truth, man. He's the truth. Somebody needs to go get him out of the Kings. He's just sitting there rotting away. That is a heavy, heavy rebounder. Great backup center to have. I can see that per minute in every game he plays in. This dude is a problem. The Kings got the 2 centers that I like. Obviously, Max Renaud. But this Dylan Caldwell dude, he's a secret. He is a good kept secret. I'm telling you. I can see where that's going. Dennis Schroeder, 26 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 3 of 7 from the free throw line, 9 assists, 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 1 steal, -9 for DS. Keon Ellis, 23 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 2 rebounds, 3 steals, 1 block, 1 offensive board, +2. Nick Clifford, 14 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 2 from both the 3 and field, 1 rebound, 2 turnovers, 1 block, -9. So, yeah, that's really what it was, man. They lost a heartbreaker. Some cold shooting from Russell Westbrook, Keon Ellis. And, yeah, that's hard to overcome, man. Max Renaud was hitting shots. He was doing pretty good. But, DS had a cold night as well. Even though he had 9 assists, the shooting wasn't great from behind the arc. So, yeah, man, the Mavericks were able to overcome, man. That's really what it was after being down the whole game. Kings still lose to the Mavs by 2. All right, let's move on to the next game in Golden State against the Warriors. 137-103 was a victory for Golden State in a massive blowout. Wasn't pretty. Floor wasn't pretty. They had that ugly brown floor that I loathe so very much in Golden State. And let's just get into the team stats. Here, Golden State Warriors shot 55% from the field, 52 of 95. Sacramento shot 50% from the field, 43 of 86. Sacramento shot 23% from the 3, 7 of 27. And the Warriors 19 of 45 for 42% from 3. 14 of 14, 100% for the Warriors from the free throw line. 10 of 13 for the Kings, 77% there. 41 rebounds for Warriors, 31 for the Kings. 14 offensive boards for the Warriors, 10 for the Kings. 39 assists for the Warriors. 23 for the Kings. Wow. 4 steals for the Warriors, 6 for the Kings, 6 blocks for both teams. 13 turnovers for the Kings, 20 points conceded off of those. 11 turnovers for the Warriors, 13 points conceded off of those. 12 fast break points for the Kings, 2 for the Warriors. 60 points in the paint for the Warriors, 50 points for the Kings. Largest lead of the game for the Warriors with 35. Largest lead of the game for the Kings was 3. And the Warriors led 93% of the time. And the Kings only led 3. Yeah, they stomped them out. Max Renaud, 26 minutes, 8 points, 4 of 6 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 blocks, -17. He had 2 offensive boards as well. Russell Westbrook, 28 minutes, 13 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 turnovers, -21 for Russ. DeMar DeRozan, 35 minutes, 24 points, 10 of 19 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 3 of 5 from the line, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 2 offensive boards, minus 22 for DeMar. Zach LaVine, 30 minutes, 15 points, 7 of 15 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, minus 29 for Zach LaVine. Keon Ellis, 25 minutes, 5 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 offensive board, minus 16 for Keon. Precious Achiuwa came off the bench in this one, 5 minutes, 1 point, 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 assist, plus 2 for Precious Achiuwa. Dylan Cardwell, 22 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 4 offensive boards, minus 17. Dennis Schroeder, 20 minutes, 15 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 offensive board, minus 15 for DS. Malik Monk, 19 minutes, 8 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, minus 17 for Malik. Devin Carter, 4 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 1 from the field, minus 5 for Carter. And Nick Clifford, 25 minutes, 6 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, minus 13 for Clifford. And the Warriors had 6 players in double figures. Melton had 19 off the bench. He's really having a pretty good season right now, low-key. Podziemski had 14 as well off the bench. Steph had 27, 6 of 12 from 3 there. And Jimmy had 15. And, Quentin Post shot pretty average, I guess. But he hit 3 threes out there. And the Warriors were able to just stomp all over the Kings at home, just out-assisting them in dramatic fashion. And, Kings continue to struggle. And this is where the struggle stops. They run into the Houston Rockets last night. 111-98 was the score. The Kings got the victory, lit the beam in their house, stopped the bleeding on a 7-game losing streak. And let's get straight into it. The Kings shot 48% from the field, 44-91. The Rockets shot 43% from the field, 36-84. The Rockets shot 23% from 3, 7-30. The Kings shot 35% from 3, 8-23. Kings shot 75% from the free throw line, 15-20. And the Rockets 66%, 19-29. Yeah, that's ugly. 44 rebounds for the Rockets, 45 for the Kings. 19 offensive rebounds for the Rockets, 18 for the Kings. 25 assists for the Kings, 23 for the Rockets. 4 steals for both teams. 5 blocks for the Rockets, 1 for the Kings. 13 turnovers for the Rockets, 18 points conceded off of those. 10 turnovers for the Kings, 10 points conceded off of those. 12 fast break points for the Rockets, 7 for the Kings. 52 points in the paint for the Rockets, 50 for the Kings. And the largest lead of the game for Sacramento was 16. Largest lead for the Rockets was 4. And the Kings led 72% of the time. And the Rockets 24. So what I'm noticing is a lot of offensive rebounds for the Sacramento Kings. Obviously for the Rockets, they're the best offensive rebounding team ever, arguably. But the Kings really do get a lot of offensive boards because they brick a lot. Russell Westbrook, Renaud, and Caldwell, and these dudes, they rebound well. That's really what I want to say about that before we move on. All right. So, sum it all up, Amen Thompson had one of his great games, probably the best game of his career. 31 points on really nice shooting, 13 rebounds, 6 assists. He did have 5 turnovers, but that's a good night for Amen. Alperi Sengun made his return, 19 points, 9 rebounds. Kevin Durant had 23 points, 6 assists. And they couldn't get much out of anybody off the bench. Reed Shepherd had 6 points. Dorian's back, 16 minutes, gave him 4 points. Steven Adams had 3 points. They couldn't get nothing off the bench. And, Aaron Holiday had 3 points on 1 of 7 from 3. This is bad shooting. Jabari shot poorly, 4 of 13 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3 for 9 points. This is bad. It was a terrible night for the Rockets, honestly. They probably would have lost to most teams. Precious Achiuwa, 39 minutes, 10 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 2 free throws, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 3 steals, 3 offensive boards, plus 8 for Precious, who was back in the starting lineup with big minutes. Max Renaud, 20 minutes, 12 points, 6 of 10 from the field, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 3 offensive boards there, plus 8 as well for Max Renaud. Russell Westbrook, 34 minutes, 15 points, 6 of 12 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 6 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 offensive boards, plus 7 from Russell Westbrook. DeMar DeRozan, 37 minutes, 22 points, 8 of 13 from the field, 6 of 6 from the line, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, plus 13 for DeMar. Zach LaVine, 28 minutes, 18 points, 5 of 11 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 5 of 6 from the line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, -1 for Zach LaVine. And Eubanks, 9 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 6 from the field, or 1 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 offensive board, plus 2 for Eubanks. Cardwell, 19 minutes, 9 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 1 of 4 from the line, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 9 offensive boards for Caldwell, plus 3 there. Malik Monk, 26 minutes, 15 points, 6 of 12 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 1 of 1 from the line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, plus 22. He led the team there, Malik Monk did. Keon Ellis, 7 minutes, 1 rebound, -3 for all you Keon Ellis fans. Yeah, okay. Nick Clifford, 22 minutes, 8 points, 4 of 9 from the field, or 3 from 3, or 1 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, plus 6 for Nick Clifford. So that's what it was, man. We went through 6 games. I'm glad y'all were able to handle that with me. 6 games is a lot to cover. I usually try to do 5, but if I'm going to watch 6 highlights, you're going to hear about all of them. And Kings stopped the bleeding, man. They ran into a great time to run into the Rockets. They just were awful. They just didn't play well. I don't know what's going on with the Rockets. I'm not really sure. Don't care. I'm just glad they lost, because anytime the Rockets lose, it's a little bit better for us in the standings. So thank you, Sacramento, for taking care of business. Shout out to my Uncle Merle, who was at that game. So, yeah, man. We covered it. That's the Kings. Let's see the injury report for tonight's game, and we'll move this thing along. So Austin Reeves and Adu Thero on the injury report, which means Rui is not. We're very happy about that. Welcome back, Rui. And for the Sacramento Kings, Keegan Murray is out, Demonis is out, Isaiah Stevens is out, and Dennis Schroeder did something stupid, and he's going to be suspended for 3 games. What was the stupid thing he did? He smacked Luka, our Luka, last week. When we played them after the game, I guess he hunted Luka down. It was said Luka was hiding in a utility room or something like that. I don't believe that at all. But that's what they said. And he smacked Luka in his face, and he got suspended 3 games for it. That's what was said. There's no footage of this, but that, you know, he confirmed it on Twitter. That's what he did. Luka ain't said nothing that I've heard. But Dennis Schroeder's going to miss the game because of it. It is what it is, man. Dennis Schroeder, you know, we got love for you, buddy, but you can't hit players on our team. You're not on our team no more, so we ain't going to love that at all. You opt, and we'll see you not, because you got yourself suspended. Salute, you know, for the 2 tenures that you have with the Lakers, but we don't condone no violence, least of all against our own players. Absolutely not. So that's what I got to say about that. 23-13 is a Laker record in 5th place. We have 13-6 in the home and away record that I don't understand. 11th in offensive rating, 24th in defensive rating, 18th in net rating. The Kings are 9-30, 14th in the Western Conference. 6-13 is their home and away. 30 offensive rating, the worst in the league. 28th, second worst in the league defensively, and 30th overall net rating, worst in basketball. So they are arguably the worst team in basketball, with a win now timeline. Just a hodgepodge of players that should never be put together in any situation. All lacking in value. I don't really have a solution for them, but what I will say is I like what they've done with the young players. They don't have a core that's worth a damn. But when you look at the trio of Nick Clifford, Max Renaud, and Dylan Caldwell, I'm excited about those players. I'm excited about those 3. And if I had a choice, I would strip the whole franchise down to just those 3 players and reinvent the entire thing. That's what I would do. But those 3 should not be touchable. If Sacramento has any sense at all, they'll understand that over the last year, with all the wrong that they've done, they drafted well, and somewhere they found Caldwell, and that was a damn good thing. Everything else on that team, it must go, all of it. Like, literally everything. It's all bad, and that was kind of foreseeable. Oh, and Keegan Murray's pretty good, too. I like Keegan Murray a lot. Other than that, the rest of that crap got to go. But, yeah, add Keegan Murray to that as well. I like Keegan a whole lot for the Sacramento Kings. So, yeah, that's really what it is, man. You don't want to lose to this team, man. Obviously, the Rockets had to play especially poorly to lose to them. But we're about as healthy as we can get right now. Obviously, you're missing Austin Reeves, but you're bringing Rui back. You hope that the lineup makes sense tonight because Rui Hachimura obviously is a player that, it's sensitive. You got to get him the ball. If you don't get him the ball, he tends not to do much. He's coming fresh back from injury. He usually doesn't play that great in these type of situations, so I would be cautious. I think he's coming off the bench tonight. In fact, it says your projected starters are Marcus Smart, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Jake LaRavia, and DeAndre Ayton. And for the Kings, it's Russell Westbrook, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Precious Achua, and Max Renaud. I don't know why I keep putting an S at the end of that man's name. Your Los Angeles Lakers going to be wearing yellow tonight on our road, rather. I thought it was home, but we're going to be in Sacramento tonight. And they'll be wearing their road purple and blacks at home for some strange reason. I'll never understand that, but it is what it is. And Lakers are coming off one of our most frustrating losses, a close game, our first close loss against the Bucks, 105-101. And, we're on a 2-game losing streak after getting blown out by the Spurs as well before that. I don't even really want to even recap all that. I will say this, though. The Los Angeles Lakers are going to have a cluster of basketball games this week. We play 5 times this week, basically. Between now and Sunday, 5 games. It's going to be hard to cover all this, but I'm going to try my very best. If we lose a cluster of these games, let's say we go on a bad stretch and we're not playing well and lose these games, you're going to be in a playing tournament by Sunday. That's how real this is. That's exactly how real this is. In fact, if you lose in these next 2 games, tonight and tomorrow against the Hawks, depending on how things shake out, you could be in 7th place. So the sensitivity of this week is crucial. We couldn't get Rui back at a better time. We wish we could get Austin back as well. But, for all the problems that this team has and all the different rotation issues that have cost us our best rotations and poor shooting, poor defense, poor everything, all of this crap, if it carries forward into this cluster, you could find yourself outside looking in quicker than you could say your name. So I don't really know what to tell the Los Angeles Lakers. They're playing bad ball. And it's a bad time to be doing it, man. When you got this many games in this short amount of time, I expect the team to be a bit fatigued this week, and they just got to find a way. They got to find a way to make sure they get victories. We lost our first close game, so that mystique is over with. You can lose any kind of way at this point, as we know. We knew that already, but now it's just like, all right, that mystique is gone. And, looking at the standings, we're only a half game above Phoenix in 6th place. And Houston's only a half game behind them. Thank God the Kings beat the Houston Rockets last night. So, yeah, man, this is very sensitive times for the Lakers. We're in January, so we're almost at the halfway point of the season. And we've been at the top of the West pretty much in the top 3 spots, a good portion of the time, 4 spots. But now you're in a space where you see these 5 games. You're going to be a little exhausted. You don't have the most athleticism. You've been playing bad ball. Your coach is putting rotations on the floor that basically showcase your worst stuff like Darvin Ham used to do. And it's going to be tough, man. You got 2 back-to-backs in 1 week. And it's not against no pushover teams. Not really. These are not great teams, honestly, but they don't suck either. In fact, you've lost to some of these teams that you're going to be seeing. You got Sacramento tonight. You got Atlanta on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, 7:30 is that game. And then on Thursday, you see the Charlotte Hornets, who's had one of the strangest weeks. I did homework on the Hornets already. And I'm telling you, they've had one of the strangest basketball weeks. 5 clusters of games that I've ever seen. Talking crazy stuff that's been going on in their situation. Every game was weird except for the game they played against the Pacers. Every game. They still got another game against the Clippers, I believe it is. And I'll be looking at that, looking at the highlights from that. But you're running into the Charlotte Hornets probably at a bad time to be running into the Charlotte Hornets. That's what I'm just going to be honest with you. Before we even get to that, it's a bad time to run into the Hornets. And then you got the Portland Trail Blazers. I don't know if Denny's going to be healthy. He's playing like an all-star, but he's also having some back issues or something. I don't know what's going on with Denny, but that situation is pretty damn sensitive. Depending on how well he plays or how available he is will determine how good the Portland Trail Blazers is, in my opinion. And then the very next night, you got to play BI in Toronto, rather. Toronto will be coming to town. Portland is in Portland on Saturday. So you flying up to Portland, and then you fly back down for a 6:30 game against the Toronto Raptors, who are playing well, man. Quickly's playing well. Colin Murray Boyles is balling right now. Healthy. I don't know if Bi will be healthy for that game. I think he's out right now, but that's like a week from now. He may be available by then. He probably will want to play against his old team. You're talking about R.J. Barrett, he rolled his ankle as well recently, but he's somebody that'd probably be available for that game. I don't know if Jakob Poeltl will be back, but he may be back for that game too. I'm not really sure. Scotty Barnes is healthy, so you're looking at a tough stretch, man. That's really what it comes down to. You're looking at a tough stretch. You would think this is an easy stretch because you got Sacramento, Atlanta. Although Atlanta beat us already, but they're moving on for Trae Young, so most people probably don't think they're any good. Wrong, they're good. Charlotte shooting threes like crazy, playing all types of competitive basketball. Portland, who knows, but they still got a heck of defensive players to try to deal with. Point of attack defenses are Achilles' heel. They provide plenty of it, regardless if Denny's on the floor or not. And then, after that stretch, you only get a day off, and you got a game on Tuesday. It's after Sunday, after that whole little cluster, Monday off, then you go to Denver. You start a road trip after that. A road trip, oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 game road trip after this 5 game clusters. Dog, this is about to be one of the most difficult months we've seen. And I didn't even realize that until now. I knew March was going to be crazy, but it's not about who you play in this month of January. It's how often you play in the month of January. Because now you go on that road trip. You got in Denver, and Denver's a much improved basketball team even without Jokic. You got Peyton Watson playing crazy right now. Then you play the Clippers, who are a much improved basketball team. They're finding things. Then you got Dallas in Dallas. Then you got Chicago in Chicago. Then you got Cleveland in Cleveland. Then you got Washington in Washington. Then you got the Knicks in New York. Then you got Brooklyn to finish this road trip. You get one day off after that long road trip, and then you play Philly. So it's like you ain't gonna get no rest. All that rest that we got in December when we were having 4 or 5 days off, this is where it becomes a problem because now all the rest that you would need right now ain't coming. So between the starting tonight, Monday, January 12th, all the way to basically February 5th, you damn near playing all the time. You damn near playing every night, basically. And between that span, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 games. 14 games in basically, I don't know, give or take 20, 25 nights. This is going to be nuts, y'all. This is going to be nuts. We're going to be tired covering the team. They're going to be tired playing it. I expect this to be a very tough stretch. This is a make or break stretch, basically. Between now and the All-Star break, it's a make or break stretch. If you go sub 500 in this tough stretch, I think it's a damn good chance you don't make the playoffs. I'm just being honest with you. There's a damn good chance you don't make the playoffs. Because I've already said, you're going to run into some tough teams come March. That's another month where you run into nothing but good teams. So this is the home stretch right here where you say, okay, we're gonna have to muster up enough strength, and we're gonna have to muster up enough intellect to win all the games you need to win, and to win a couple games you're not supposed to win with tired bodies. That's what you're gonna have to do. Eating right, resting up is important. Not doing anything extracurriculars, trying to stay as healthy as possible on the basketball floor, resting players, using your depth, even though we don't have much of it. We're going to have to use our players, man. Because if coach wants to shrink his bench to 9 players every night during this stretch, we ain't going to make it. It's going to be bad. You have to use players in this, even the ones I don't like. Gabe Vincent and Max, you're going to need to use these people because if you don't, you're going to wear out the people you do use, and you're not going to have nothing for the rest of the season. I'm just telling you. There's going to be some resting for LeBron James. I don't know which game he's going to rest. I would rest tonight, not the Atlanta game, to be honest with you. So it's a good chance that as we look at these back-to-backs, he may not play in either the Portland or Toronto matchup. So got to try to find a way to win these games without him. I think you may want to rest Luka in 1 or 2 of these games, too, with this stretch being as bad as it is and his conditioning being as it's been. So I'm just trying to prepare people, man. That's what my channel's about. We prepare for what's ahead. This is Arguably the toughest stretch I've seen, maybe ever since covering the team. This might be the toughest stretch, only because of how tight these games are on the schedule with one another. The clusters, they just keep coming, man. They keep coming. And if, let's say, you're on a bad shooting streak, you're going to have 4 or 5 games while you're in that streak. So hopefully we are in a good streak or a good rebounding streak, or we have good tendencies throughout clusters of the week. Because if you do, you can win all these games and you can really find yourself in a good space. But this is when the schedule starts getting tough, and it basically doesn't let up. Basically, you have a nice little soft February in a way, but even then you play some really tough teams. But March is nuts. I'm telling y'all right now, March is absolutely insane. And apparently, as I'm looking at this in real time, January is as well. Second half of January, early February, that's going to be a struggle to just play all these games, let alone win them. So, good luck to our team, man. That's really what it is. The schedule makers left you no favors. I knew when I saw all that rest in December and November that I should have been ready for something like this. But it is actually catching me off guard just how strenuous this schedule is about to be over the next 25 days, man. It's going to be intense. So, that's pretty much what I got to say, man. We'll get ready. We'll be ready tonight. We know what we have to do. We know what we're not good at. We know what we have to patch up. But as far as me saying don't play this guy, don't play that guy, I don't think we're in a position to where that's wise. Shrinking your bench is not wise, JJ. Not right now. Forget everything I said about not playing players. You got to use everybody. You got to use them a lot, or you're going to get worn out by the schedule. BDO 44, I thank y'all for watching. Wow.